Hi, welcome to Mouse People. My name is Maria and I am so glad that you are here today. We have a very special video today. It is called The Seasons of Love Disney Pin Tag, and I am really excited about some pins to share with you and why I picked them. So grab something to drink and let's talk Disney. Today I'm drinking a Starbucks refresher, and I'm wondering if any of you ever have those. When I go to Starbucks, I'll order the strawberry acai refresher, and they're so good and refreshing, like it's summertime. I'm channeling summertime today with my ice cream ears and my summertime refresher. And since it is the Seasons of Love pin tag, I'm gonna think warm thoughts like Olaf. But I do sometimes get these Target carries them. Our grocery store doesn't, oddly enough. But it is the Make It Home Starbucks refresher, and this is a different flavor than I get when I order it, but this is the Very Berry Hibiscus, and it comes in little tubes, you know, like those standard things you can add to your water bottles. And so you can mix it up, or you can mix a couple of them up in a pitcher if you want. And it's kind of strong, so it tastes better. Maybe diluted a little more than they say to me, and in adding some extra ice as the ice melts, that does a good job. But it's nice when you get tired of water, but you don't want like something overly sweet or lots of sugar, because that doesn't always feel good. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get down to some pins. So today we have the Seasons of Love Disney pin tag, and I'm really excited, and I want to thank Holly Ever After for tagging me. If you haven't already, you might want to go check her out. You can do a search in YouTube for Seasons of Love pin tag, and all the different videos will come up, including Holly's. This pin tag was started, it was a collaboration by Game Boys. If you know Tim and Johnny, hilarious and lots of fun. And also the Sassy Cinderella. So Heather and Tim and Johnny collaborated to do this Seasons of Love Disney pin tag. So I'm really honored to get to participate. So are you ready to get started? Because we have 8 categories. The first question or category is number 1, Frolicking in the Field. Show a pin of a furry friend. So I chose a recent favorite furry friend, and that is Simba. He's definitely had a good year with the Lion King new movie coming out. And this pin is from the Disney Conservation Fund, and Simba's head moves. It's like on a swivel, head on a swivel. That's going out to Monica. We have bus duty after school, and that's one of our jokes, because there's so many things to look out for with the school buses and parents and, you know, young drivers. So the back has the Mickey waffle print, and well, you can see the little, it doesn't really move very much on the back, but here's the little piece that attaches Simba's head that allows him to move. So this pin I purchased at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and the date on the back of the pin is 2015, and I did just get it this last year. So I love all the little animals on the D that's part of the logo for the Conservation Fund. I think it's really neat because it goes from the oceans to, you know, the land and in the air. So there's a lot of different animals represented here. So even though the main pin has Simba, I think that we have a lot of different furry, feathered, and wet friends that are represented on this pin. But I do like thinking about frolicking in the field for Simba. There's so many great moments in The Lion King where it's just the beautiful savannah, so that definitely made me think of it. I was curious about the Disney Conservation Fund because you can get buttons sometimes at the cash registers, and that money goes towards it. And when I looked it up, it was actually started in 1995, and more than $85 million have gone out for saving wildlife, protecting the planet, and inspiring action it said. So they have applications for grants and all different things. So I learned a little bit while I was making some choices, but I think that's cool. More and more companies are being asked to be responsible stewards of our resources, and I think Disney has always had that in mind from Walt himself. So it's neat. Okay, are you ready for category number 2? Festival of the Arts. Show a pin that reminds you of music or art. Well, this pin reminds me of music for sure, and it is this pin. This is Steamboat Willie. That's Mickey from the Steamboat Willie short. And here's the back, as you can see. And this particular pin is from 2007. And can you ever see Steamboat Willie and not think of the Turkey in the Straw song? So here we go. We have Mickey here, and I just love him. And I don't know if you can tell, but his little legs are going up and down. Here's the song. How can you not love it? It cracks me up. So whenever I see Steamboat Willie, I instantly have that song going in my head. My husband is a great whistler, so he can whistle the Turkey in the Straw song, so it makes me smile. That category was also about reminding us of art, and I definitely think about Walt Disney's art and some of his first animation and setting the music and the artwork together in Steamboat Willie, so that's a really cool one. Okay, so remember, we're going through the seasons here, so the next question is number 3, flower power, and this is to show a pin revolving around a flower or rain. Something tells me we're into spring, and if we're into spring, then it must be time for the Epcot International Flower and Garden Show. This year is the first time that I've ever gotten to attend that event at Epcot, and this is a pin that I was able to purchase there, and this is a limited edition of 4,000, and it has some cool like rubberized elements on here. I'm not sure if you can kind of see them to the side. And I just thought the colors were really nice on this Minnie Mouse pin. And it's not raining in the pin, but she's definitely watering her flowers to have them bloom and be spectacular. You know, April showers bring May flowers. And then you can see the back with the limited edition and the Mickey waffling. And it does have 2 pin posts on this one. It's a nice size pin, but love the colors, that like minty green and the pink with the darker colors of some of the flowers. So that was definitely my choice for flower power. I enjoyed getting to visit the Flower and Garden Festival. It was neat. I understand that, you know, it looks a little more sparse at the beginning, and then towards the end of the festival, everything is really filled in even more. So I thought it was beautiful, and it just was a great way to usher in spring. Okay, so now we're into summer. All right. So question number 4, summer down now. Show a pin that relates to summer vacation. What is more summer than no shoes and wearing flip-flops? All right, so this is the pin. Noah helped me pick this out for summertime, so thank you, Noah, for letting me borrow your pin. This is a pin from the Beach Club Resort. We were able to stay here, and it's a beautiful resort. It's within walking distance to the Boardwalk Resort and Hollywood Studios and Epcot and the Swan and Dolphin. So there's a lot of things that you can walk right to. But lots of summer elements on the pin and some little Mickey icons snuck in there as well. The flip-flops are definitely a sign of summer. We lived in Hawaii and taught there for 4 years, and they called them slippers. So they're slippers, they're flip-flops. They are definitely summer warm weather shoes for sure. All right, so we've got spring, we've got summer. Another part of summer that is so awesome is when the days are long and you get daylight for longer. And question number 5 says, light up the night. Show us a pin of fireworks or the night sky. Well, so you have those long days in the summer, and then when it gets dark, it's like later. So it's like extra special to stay up late. And when we visit Walt Disney World, that is definitely usually in the summer, because that's when we have time off from school. And one of the things that we love to do is be in the park late at Magic Kingdom, late into the night when it is dark, and ride on Space Mountain. And of course, Space Mountain itself is a dark ride. So you have the night sky, or the space, you're out in space. But we love that it's dark on that ride and it looks like twinkling stars and you feel like you're gonna hit your head on stars. So it is definitely a great reminder of summer for us. This particular pin has Stitch, and it has a sliding element of Stitch on one of the ride vehicles. And this pin is really interesting. It's from 2008, and you can see the slider element where Stitch's ride vehicle moves on there. And this pin is from Disneyland Resort, and it says Mickey's, oh sorry, I was reading the paper, Mickey's Pin Odyssey. So isn't that interesting? They had an event where they were releasing pins for different attractions that summer. So this is pretty cool. So Stitch riding on Space Mountain for the summer sky. That is very cool. Okay, so as we leave summer and our seasons are slowly changing, question 6 is trick or treat. Show a pin of your favorite villain or a pin of your favorite seasonal snack. Well, here in Ohio, definitely fall is a time to visit the local orchards. We have several great ones that are within driving distance, and you can either go, they usually have a little shop, and pick up the big bushels or bags of apples, or you can pick your own apples. So we've done a variety of those. We have some great family memories, especially involving loose teeth and eating apples. So apples is definitely a favorite fall treat. If I'm at Walt Disney World, that apple is going to be covered in caramel and peanuts from the confectionery. But the pin that I have to show you for this one, since it is a seasonal snack and a villain all in one, I have a pin to show you, and this one, it represents the Evil Queen. I really enjoy Snow White. And so, of course, the villain from Snow White is the Evil Queen. And this pin features an apple with the bite out of it, which is so spooky. And then we also have the poison apple. And then the rest of the pin features the dress and the crown of the Evil Queen. So we can take a look on the back. And this pin is from 2012, and it's an open edition pin, and it was from a mystery pack. It was the character ear hat mystery collection. So I think that's a really cool pin, and I got this pin on a trade at Walt Disney World. So very, very fun. Oh, we've enjoyed our spring and our summer. We've gone into fall. Now it's time for some cold weather. That's kind of where we're at right now in Ohio. The cold doesn't bother me anyways. Show a pin that reminds you of the cold and winter. Okay, you ready? All right, this is the pin. Even Noah helped me pick this one out too. What do you think? Expedition Everest? Definitely cold. You've got snow and you've got the Yeti. And this pin cracks me up. It almost reads like a cartoon or a comic strip here. You have Mickey and he's just whistling, walking along, doing well. And then the Yeti comes out and scares him and he is taken off. You can see lots of snow and that snow Yeti. So very fun. This has a nice dark back and it still has the Mickey waffling print. And this pin is a rack pin. It was dated 2014. We just got it, I think, a year ago, so probably 2018 for us. So this pin definitely reminds me of the cold and of winter. Okay, friends, we have one more category and then a bonus question. So question number 8, New Year. Well, that makes sense, right? We've gone through all the different seasons and now we are approaching the new year. New year, new you. Show a pin that shows a change or transformation. Well, the pin that I'm going to share with you was a big transformation year for Brian and I, because this is the year that our sons were born. Well, this is the year that Noah was born, and then Abe was born the year after. And this pin is extra special because it is from the year that Noah was born, and it is also a Chinese New Year pin, and Noah and Abe were each born in China. So this is definitely a transformative pin and a new beginning pin. It stands for a lot of different things in our life. And here you can see this is such a detailed pin. And it says the year of the rat, so that's the Chinese zodiac. And you have this dangle element with the little Chinese lantern. And we have Rizzo the rat, so he's one of the Muppets. And he's on here, and you can see Mickey kind of looking on at Rizzo. Got this beautiful purple in the background. And then look down here at the bottom. This is where it has the Chinese New Year 2008. And it's got those gold raised letters and the glitter elements. And this is just a beautiful pin. It's a pin on pin. And you can see the different shapes there. And then here you can see the back. And it is an older pin from 2008. And this pin was a limited edition of 2,500. So definitely new year, new us, our new family, and when Noah was born. So that's a great category of pins. All right, we have a bonus pin or a bonus category. So of course, if there's an opportunity to show you one more pin, we're gonna squeeze it in. This is your favorite holiday pin. I don't have a ton of holiday pins. I just don't collect them. I just have some just more general collections. But winter, Christmas time is such a special time of year. It's a special time of year in our faith, and it's a special time of year with getting cozy, having a little bit of time off school so that we can spend extra time with family and friends, our loved ones, our pets. And it's like cozy with fires and hot chocolate. And so this pin kind of shows some of that to me. This is Mickey Mouse with his buddy Pluto. And they are in Christmas sweaters. And check out Pluto's sweater. He has the dog bone ugly Christmas sweater on, and Mickey has his. And they just look so cozy in their sweaters and very loving and just being together. And that is what this Christmas and holiday season is to me. And this is a Loungefly pin from Box Lunch. But I like the sentiment of Mickey and Pluto. So just getting to be together with family and loved ones and our pets and being cozy and thankful for being together. So I wanted to add that as my favorite holiday pin. And as we wrap up, I would like to tag Dana from the Mouse Diva. And Dana, show us some Seasons of Love Disney pins. And thank you again to the Game Boys and to Sassy Cinderella for creating this pin tag, and also to Holly Ever After for tagging me. And let me give you a last look. We've got Simba, Steamboat Willie, we've got Minnie Mouse, Flower and Garden, Summertime at Beach Club, we've got Stitch on Space Mountain, we've got the Evil Queen with her apples, we've got the Yeti for the winter, we've got the Year of the Rat, Chinese New Year 2008, and then we've got Mickey and Pluto for the holidays and coming up here to Christmas. So what a great pin tag, and thank you guys so much for joining me, and smile and have a great week.